Have you ever wandered into a whispering forest, where the rustle of leaves tastes like hidden secrets and the touch of mist awakens forbidden desires, only to face a trial that tests the core of your heart? Imagine the soft glow of enchanted blooms underfoot, their sweet scent mingling with the earthy dampness of ancient trees, much like those legendary quests in history, where knights like King Arthur ventured into mystical woods, seeking the Holy Grail, driven by love and fate's cruel twists. This is the heartbeat of Episode 6 of The Villainess is adored by the Prince of the Neighbor Kingdom, released on February 15, 2026. A tender yet tense pivot in the arc of reborn destinies, where a once-doomed villainess navigates blooming romance amid looming rivalries. I was personally struck by its delicate magic, like a fragile spell that could shatter at any whisper, hinting at proofs of passion without unveiling the fractures. But what if the real enchantment isn't in the fairy lights, but in the raw vulnerability that forces us to prove our worth? You'll feel the forest's embrace, the prick of unseen thorns, and a deep urge to uncover if love can rewrite a scripted fate, pulling you not to the story, but to the mystery of your own unspoken trials. Streaming on Crunchyroll, this episode delves into Tiara Rose and Aquasteed's first official date, building from the previous one's revelation of Akari's awakened holy prayer power, which stirred jealousy and political whispers. Picture yourself as Tiara Rose, heart fluttering like a damsel in classic fairy tales such as Sleeping Beauty, stepping into the sleeping forest, a realm of slumbering magic, hand in hand with your prince, hoping for a simple escape but stumbling into deeper peril. The couple explores the misty woods, drawn by rumors of a hidden blessing, only to awaken the fairy king, who demands Aquasteed prove his love through a trial of illusions and combat. Meanwhile, shadows of Heart Knight's resentment loom, hinting at interference, while Akari's new abilities spark subtle schemes back at court. This shifts the tale from quiet courtship to active defiance of destiny, leaving you wondering, will this enchanted outing seal their bond, or unravel it like a frayed thread? The tension builds like a gathering storm, tempting you to watch for the sparks that could ignite everything. This episode glides like a river through enchanted groves, echoing historical romances where lovers like Romeo and Juliet fled to secret havens only to face greater foes, advancing the narrative by deepening the central romance while escalating external threats. Key revelations include the Fairy King's ancient grudge tied to the Otome Games lore, with a twist, Aquasteed's victory not through brute force but genuine emotion, ending on a cliffhanger as Heart Knights confronts them at the forest's edge. Pacing blends serene walks with sudden bursts of action, striking a poetic balance that feels earned rather than rushed. Fans on Reddit and X often debate cloudy aspects like the Fairy King's cryptic motives. Why test them now? Drawing from Light Novel Volume 2, Chapters 5 to 7, adapting the forest arc post-Akari's awakening in Volume 1, it clarifies. The king senses Tyararos' reincarnated soul as a disruption to the game's script, providing context that the anime's illusions represent her inner doubts. Previous episodes build up. Episode 5's shock at Akari's power ties in, as Reddit threads note it heightens jealousy, core to the show's theme of subverting villainous tropes. X discussions praise how it demystifies the game's bad end by showing love as a rewrite tool. In truth, it's a pivotal bridge, explaining the North's fairy pacts as guardians against scripted fates. Tyararos' depth emerges like a blooming flower in thorns, her hidden wounds from past life knowledge and villainous stigma motivating hesitant steps, consistent yet surprising in her bold confessions during the trial, transformative as she claims her agency. Aquasteed reveals motivations of unwavering devotion, his choices, surprising with selfless risks, dialogue evolving from princely charm to raw intensity. Akari grows as a nuanced rival, her power awakening hidden insecurities, while Heart Knight's bitterness hints at regret. These feel authentic, propelling from Episode 5's revelations into true emotional stakes. Power here is emotional, not magical, questioning morality through the Fairy King's test. Does true love require sacrifice? Survival manifests in navigating illusions of despair, hope clashing with fate's despair and Tyararos' struggles, akin to historical rebels like Joan of Arc defying predestined roles. Themes delve into identity. Can one escape a scripted self? They unfold in choices, like Aquasteed's proof echoing real-life vows, leaving you reflecting on your own battles against expectation. New lore blooms with the sleeping forest's rules, fairies as neutral guardians complicating alliances, enriching the universe like enchanted realms in Arthurian legends, adding layers of intrigue and peril to the kingdom's politics. The script is sharp and poetic, avoiding cliches. Aquasteed's vows carry foreshadowing weight, resonating like a lover's oath in Shakespeare's sonnets. Lines during the trial build suspense, drawing you in. Feel the mist's chill, hear the fairies' haunting challenge, as if you're standing trial in your own life's enchanted crossroads, curiosity igniting for what vows might shatter next. Art director Kazuhiro Arai weaves a mesmerizing mesmerizing realm. Fluid movements in illusion fights contrast stillness in intimate gazes, colors shifting from soft pastels to deep shadows, symbolizing doubts eclipse over love. Lighting dances like fireflies, movement surges in trials. These shape impact where beauty means fragility, crediting the animators and visuals director for turning enchantment into emotional truth. Director Takayuki Hamana's angles, sweeping forest pans, close-ups on trembling hands, amplify tension, compositions framing isolation in mists, editing rhythms pulsing like a quickened pulse, mirroring lovers' fears. Satoshi Hano and Karen Nakano's OST haunts as a ethereal voice, motifs crescendoing in. Proofs to burn into memory, elevating romance. Silence and revelation speaks louder than echoes, evoking the hush of sacred groves in ancient myths. My Fushigami as Tiara Rose delivers with gentle tremor, embodying reborn fragility. Yuakairu Omahara's Aqua Steed infuses intensity, his timbre steady yet passionate in vows. Their deliveries soulfully capture devotion's fire. This episode scarred me with its tender wonder, feelings of exhilaration in triumphs mixed with aches of doubt, like surviving a historical duel for honor. The climax, a collision of illusions and affections, breaks barriers, shifting fates forever. It echoes universal queries. Does proving love redefine us? You'll taste the forest's magic dew, hear the fairies' judging whisper, pondering your bonds, suspense demanding you watch to see if destiny bends or breaks. Some might fault the episode's complexity in fairy lore or opacity in motives, but reverse that. It's deliberate, like Grimm's tales using mystery for immersion, thematic choices deepening resonance. Pacing lingers on emotions, yet it heightens intimacy. Balanced, it's captivating with subtle mists that enhance its glow. Episode 6 shines in romantic depth and magical flair, its strengths in character bonds outweighing minor enigmas, succeeding as a heartfelt twist on Ice Sky Dreams. I anticipate fiercer rivalries ahead. But what if this forest is your mirror, a path calling you to test your heart's truths? Watch, and let it become the unavoidable step in your soul's enchanted awakening.